Hey, it's Matt again from HowToMotorcycleRepair.com. In today's video we're going to be doing a compression test on this 01 KX250. I recently purchased this and I want to know what shape the motor is in by doing a compression test. It's really important to do a compression test on a two-stroke, especially because it is considered a wear. The top end is considered a wear item, and eventually you'll need replacement or just to freshen up. So if you're buying a two-stroke or if you own a two-stroke, it's nice to have a compression gauge. Now if you're in the market for one, take a look at my site. I got this one for $30 or $40, and it comes with a ton of adapters that should cover any kind of motorcycle that you're working on. But in any case, what you want to do before you're doing the test is you want to have the engine nice and hot or warm at operating temperature. And I have the fuel shut off and I let the carb run dry. So that's basically what you need to do before you start taking it apart. So we're going to remove the spark plug. So just go ahead and remove the boot here. It's a 13/16 wrench on this bike. Alright, you're going to take your 14mm adapter, which should be pretty much standard. And what I like to do is put a little oil, Vaseline, or WD-40 around this O-ring to lubricate it, to keep it from tearing eventually. And, whatever you want to do, make sure that your compression tester has a Schrader valve at the end. I bought a cheap one, and it did not have that, and it doesn't work so good. Alright, so let's thread this in. Obviously with the gas tank off it's easier, but I don't want to remove it, so let's see if we can get this in here. Alright, that's nice and tight. You can hook up the gauge here. Alright, so I'm going to let that dangle there. And basically you want to hold the throttle wide open and just kick it a few times. Until it stops climbing. Alright, now I'm reading about 200 psi. Alright, so here's a closer look at the gauge. You can see it's at 200 psi. I looked in the service manual. The stock, or the compression, is 115 to 172. Obviously you want to be nowhere near 115. But 172 is the stock value. I know this bike has a bicycle piston in it or whatever, so that may be why it can be getting better compression. But in any case, this is excellent compression. The motor's good to go. I know it wasn't ridden too hard, and just by looking at the plug, you can see that it's burning rich, so that's good. From a reliability standpoint, I'll lean it out in the future, but in any case, that's how to do a compression test on a two-stroke. And also what was interesting is when I first bought this bike, actually this is the second time I've been doing the compression test. First time around I got 180 psi and I thought, oh great. V-Force 3 reeds came with the sale, and I decided to throw them in and also clean the carb and check the jetting, and the stock reeds were chipped or cracked. So basically this is a one-way check valve, but if the reeds are cracked, some of the air was pushing right back out the reeds, and the compression was 180 and now it's 200. So now I got 20 psi more compression just by replacing the cracked reeds. So that's awesome. So that's it for this video. I got a ton of videos on this KX250. Check out my site, howtomotorcyclerepair.com. Subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.